15 years ago, Harald Tanglehair made a vow to never cut, never clean, or never style his hair until he became King of Norway. And now, 15 years later, he has finally succeeded in his goal, becoming the just, the rightful, the mighty King of the Norwegians. And having ascended the throne, he now holds the moniker of Fairhair. But King Harald has bigger ambitions. As he said, for his dynasty and his children, he would conquer the world. But alas, we can conquer something more impressive. The High Kingdom of the North Sea. A unification of England, Denmark and Norway. The coastlines of which it is said that the man that controls these coastlines controls the whole of the North Sea. And the man that controls the Strait of Kattegat controls the whole Baltics. Now to fulfill this ambition, other than holding the Kingdom of Norway, or as the Norwegians call it, Norreger, we will have to conquer the title of England and the title of Denmark, and hold them for a whopping 30 years. We also need to control all of these areas. This is a continuation. If you missed the first part where I ascended from just a chief of Vestfold to ruling all of this area, you can check the link down in the description to the first video. But you can also watch this entirely on its own. It's going to be a great challenge, and I'm going to show you a lot of cool tactics on how to get this to work. Now, in my effort to conquer Norway, I held off on using the strongest casus belli, the strongest CB that a tribal ruler has access to. That of the mighty subjugation CB, letting you completely vassalize someone and taking all of their land as your own. By using this, we could snatch the whole kingdom of Denmark. Now, this is gonna be hard, although we have a lot of troops. 3,500 to be exact. We also have a great alliance with the King of Sweden. But Sigurd Snake and I lives up to his name, being cunning and potentially having a small reptile in his eye socket. He has alliances with our ally King Björn and also his kinsmen of Jarl Ivar, as well as Jarl Hrane, Jarl Rikurfur and Jarl Stein. We're going to have to take actions to claim this area, and that action will not be with the large blade, but with the tiny one. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna murder the King of Denmark. King Harald is not much of a schemer. He has an average intrigue score, so we're going to have to rely on getting people in on this plot. The best we can get is the Spy Master, but this man is not going to say yes. He is terrified of his liege, and he likes him as well. We could also try to get his wife in on this, but she seems quite loyal, but her paranoia could be used against her, and trying to seduce her is going to be a no option. The only woman we can get in is this albino Viking, completely lacking of morals or melanin. She wants 17 gold and would give me 15 to this scheme, which is not a whole lot. There's also another option. This is a bit of a long stretch, but we could kill his spy master. That is much more likely, as he seems to be quite disliked. Let's go for this. Sometimes you have to go around. We can also take our spy master, Saga, and having her support my scheme. This increases it to 95. Now while we wait for him to die, we'll start conquering this area. We'll go for East Anglia first, a great foothold. But know that all of these rulers are very weakened. East Anglia, well, with the exception of King Alfred the Great, or as they call him in this timeline, the Castellan. He likes to build castles. Some other events of note would be the fact that the Normans, Duke Heljarskin, that used to rule this Gulathingslög, where I conquered him and threw him out in the sea, swam ashore and became the Duke of the Normans, bending the knee to King Louis the Stammerer. His name's so important, he says it twice. Duke Heljarskin has a whopping 10,000 soldiers at his disposal, so getting him as an ally would be very beneficial. But he's turned away from the Asa true faith and became a dirty Catholic. No offense to all the Catholics out there, this is just a video game. We'll go for the East Anglians, and we'll swiftly conquer all of their duchy. Let's raise the lads, and let's set out. We are working against the clock on this one. I'm trying to get this done with this character, but keep in mind, after we've taken the crown of England and Denmark, we need to hold it for 30 years. So let's set sail, and to avoid more troops dying than necessary, we're going to land in Ipswich for our recently disembarked penalty to go away. Oh yeah, my mother is alive. She gives me advice. Parents aid intrigue effort. Yeah, sure. Mom, you psychopath. I guess she was very sadistic in my upbringing. We're going to split our soldiers and go for the siege of Norwich and Ipswich at the same time. This is going to attract him, the Norfolkian army, to go for my smaller soldiers. And no, I don't mean literally smaller soldiers, but I guess I could make a dwarf army. Literally, peck them at the heats. Now I don't have a court physician, but we do have this one Jew that I somehow acquired in the last episode. and he'll make for a good one. That saves me a bit of money. And now this giant steward is trying to teach my daughter, married to the Swedes, about being just. I'm really giving Herder Björnsson here a great wife. Just, brave, and content. What a woman. Talking about a woman, my wife isn't exactly great in the stats department, and I could divorce her for a hint of piety, and I will just do that. But the disrespect is real, as I will have my wife marry one of my kinsmen. There you go. Best of luck. Now we can get some pretty ridiculously great marriages like this. We can become allied with the Danes, but that's counterintuitive as we're going to attack them. We can also go for a bit of a gamble and marry the daughter of this Viking adventurer that is currently attacking the Duchy of Polotsk. If he wins, we'll have a strong Norseman ally. If he loses, we have a very angry wife. We do have the option to marry the very young but very illustrious ruler of Bergslagen, but we're actually going to marry for stats. I need a lot of learning. Sieg over here seems like a level-headed woman. Diligent, generous, and compassionate, with a decent fortune builder education and great overall stats, with a focus on learning. You, ma'am, will be a great wife. As I'm marrying a lowborn, I take a bit of a hit when it comes to my prestige. But I'm the King of Norway, and I don't listen to schmunks like that. My stats now go from 12, 24, 8, 11, and 8 to a whopping 14, 25, 11, 12, and 11. I'm also friends with my chancellor. And just like that, we captured the man's daughter. That puts us over the edge, so we won't risk a thing, as we really need to get a move on. But I have more than just his daughter. Now his heir is this daughter, Judith. But the other daughters we can ransom back, but it's barely worth it, and force demands. We now have a beachhead, a bit of a reverse D-Day if you will. We will give these lands away to a man that holds a lot of power. A man that will make a great vassal. Trusting, diligent, and vengeful. Now as long as we don't get on Thorbrand's bad side, he'll make a great spy master. We'll give him the whole thing. Now as a king, we can finally make an accolade. Now an accolade is a special type of knight. And you know exactly who we're gonna go for. Ysha Servicedotter, the VC Viking that have sired at least one of my kids. The Valkyr, a line of champions, all female. Create the accolade. An honorable knight, Ysha Auster of House Auster. You, ma'am, you're absolutely legendary. And as she increases in glory, she will increase our army damage a whole lot. That's wonderful. Now with East Anglia under control, we should go for Mercia and show them no mercy. He's fighting against Halfdan Whiteshirt to take one area, but we'll go for the whole thing. Or perhaps we just hold off, as he just called in King Alfred. That means that Halfdan Whiteshirt will get absolutely destroyed. It's all about playing the game here, being clever. We'll go for an oddball and take Cornwall. After all, we need to get the kingdom title as well. Now, a thing to keep in mind is that the people around here have way better troops than we do. Oh, and just like that, we're killing King Sigurd's spy master. They figured out that it was me, which means that I'm most likely going to get some rivals from House Sigurd. Hey, let them know it was I who did it. I am no fearful man. And my woman bodyguard and acclaimed knight is pregnant. God damn, woman. You hold a lot of strings on your lute. One of those strings being, well, having a bunch of kids. And Seymundur Sur is a great warrior. We'll recruit him. We'll also call in the Swedes for this one. It seems that we have a bit of more than we can shoot. And our new wife is pregnant. Wonderful. And we picked up a new perk, Sappers. This is probably the best perk to have as a tribal without access to siege engines, as it gives siege progress to all of your retinues. This lets you take areas quicker, especially those with castles. Now we'll go in and hope that the Cornwallians can't defend. We're outnumbered, but they're in debt, and our champion chieftain Ulfethin maimed Lelev, and Ysha Auster, the woman that is, well, aren't you pregnant? You're pregnant and fighting? Damn. I bet your mom didn't do that. Glorious! It looks like Hvitserk gone and got himself killed. That's perfect, as it makes the man of Jorvik weaker than ever, and we can claim it for ourselves. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of siege progress, which is great, as we're actually not just attacking tribes, but proper castles this time. We can even attack this man once more and slay him. If we slay him, then Jorvik goes to this little boy, making it even easier to take. I'll give it a try. Come here! We have the ability to duel him, as we're Norse, and the fact that he's an adulterer, well, that is a crime that has to be punished by Holmgang. A fight to the death, you metal-faced man! I feint and I stab him with my knife hand. Oh my lord, because I'm a hunter and I carry a knife. I go for a feint. I go for another knife stab. I keep playing defensively. And I've got him! It's quite a while before a suitable gap opens in his guard, but when it does, it's all I need. With a single piercing thrust from my spear, I tear through his belly and into his stomach. Gore, bile, and my opponent's last meal. Oh my god, is that roast mutton? Damn, you guys are eating well. Spill out on the ground, showering my lower half as he lets out an ear-splitting scream. Ah! It is perhaps a kindness when I end this suffering early. Goodbye, Siegfried. May you rest in Valhalla. Now this area is ruled by a little kid. That puts him in a really bad situation. Justice has been served. Ysha, the woman that fights on the battlefield and gets pregnant. Wants to name this daughter Ysha as well? Of course! She shall be your apprentice. She shall be a warrior. And Seymundur Sur, the most capable warfighter I've ever seen. Wow, daughter, you are truly my son. Oh, and here they come, hungry for battle, chasing the Swedes off, but surprise, the Swedes have more men coming. A glorious battle of Devon, and another daughter. Daughters are great, as they serve as alliances. Oh, talking about alliances, I captured your wife. What an absolute cutie. That means that as soon as she gives birth to his heir, that child will be in my prison, meaning I'll win the war. It is an absolutely terrific thing to think of. Real strategy requires cunning. And to ensure I get more kids out of this woman, I'll romance her. I'll also take out Jarl Ivar the Boneless. I bribe his wife, and she's willing to help me. Goddamn, that is an unfaithful woman. Oh my lord. It seems that the Dane figured out what I was doing. He's attacking me. That is a problem. Though he just wants to take Vingulmur, which is this area. Now it could be worth it just to let him take it, and then subjugate him, and take all of his land from him. We have to be clever about this. Let's see if we can get some better alliances from my daughters. I'll right away call in the Swede. Any defensive war is free to call people into. They more or less have to accept. That is the law of the land. Now Ysha can't be married away, as she is the successor of the Valkyries. But Freya, she can. We could ally with the Polabians, which are very close to the Danes. And we'll do exactly that. We can even ally with the Boneless Man. Absolutely. I'll do that. Now we'll keep calling in our allies, just to weaken the Danes and hold off their advances for a little bit. Talk about spreading the scent. I'm calling in his own friends and family into battle. And you saw what just happened? We won the war. Enforce demands. We've taken all of Devon, but we can't rest. The Dane needs to be killed. We'll also take this absolute cutie out of my prison and into my bedchamber. Now they have amassed quite the army, but the Swedes and the Polabians are willing to help me. We should also give away Devon to someone. Sverker of Skagen, you shall hold it. Now we go to defend our homeland. For Norway! For the future of the people of the Norse. Let's go! Come on! A true battle of Drafen. If I can manage to peace out, he will give me a bunch of his gold, and this is ruining his chances of standing against me as I subjugate him. Oh my god! This Polish Polabian just got split in half. Oh my lord, are you alright? We'll go straight for his capital. That is the only way. And another son. This seems foolish now, but I might as well try it. Ivar. Oh, that is sad. But no! That means he joins against us! Oh, the snake! It's almost like I killed your dad. He's rather weakened, so we'll go for another attack. We need to be swift. The Battle of Vestfold. Outmatched for a bit. But watch this. The Swedes charge in, and we turn the battle. But alas, I've been wounded. But my Jewish doctor will see. He's probably gonna fix me up, right? He did! Let's go! You can always trust the Jews. I'm also getting 100 gold as I captured the man of Visby. I also managed to become soulmate with my wife. Based and beautiful. I'm thinking the Swedes are gonna be a long-time ally of ours. And it looks like King Björn's wife has died. Rest in peace, Ilyana the MILF. We're going to go for a wide peace. We have no reason to fight him anymore, so we'll call off his war and continue our advances. Sometimes you need to know when to back off, and this is that time. We'll use our prestige to build up our armies. And to regain more prestige, we'll host a grand tournament. A great fight in Vestfold. We could also go for a grand tour and visit some of our vassals. Let's go for the tournament. That is by far the best. But alas, we don't even have the prestige to do it. So we'll set her for a glorious feast. And my goal with the feast will be to befriend Jarl Tore Kjøtveson, the honorary guest. But of course, my beloved warfighting, wheezing, asthmatic Viking is trying to win my heart. And we got to our last perk we need, strategist. Now, we'll move over to medicine focus and really try to get as healthy as possible. The longer we live for, the better your chances. A great feast. More prestige for me. Beautiful. That is a whopping amount of prestige. And I became an eagle reveler. And I can make my daughter a shield maiden? Of course I will. Until now, Seymundur, the tutor of the next Valkyr, will, well, be the successor of the Valkyrie. A male Valkyrie, that's something new. Now we need to quickly focus on getting England. And to do that, we need a lot of land. So we're simply going to conquer as much of Jorvik as possible. A hard hit, but we have to do it. Raise all of the lads, and quickly march in. We'll go for his capital right away. Strike at the head of the snake. Wah! Pathetic Vikings! I mean, we're also Vikings, but we're not pathetic. It also looks like he died. He was murdered by the Northumbrians. That's embarrassing. And now I'm being blackmailed by my vassal that I killed Jarl Ivar. Yeah, you can take a hook. I hate you. Don't use it for something bad now. Giving out hooks like that is very dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. And just like that, we've captured a lot of land. We'll enforce demands and take the Jarldom of Jorvik. We'll give it to Seymundur Sur, a mighty warrior. Now look at this. The Mercians are weaker than ever, allied with the Wessexians, which we could try to kill Alfred the Great, ending his line early. We could also strike at Jarl Hastin, who for some reason is still alive and kicking. But alas, we shall take the land of the Northumbrians. Boom! Easy war. The Jarl of Northumbria is ours, and we're halfway to capturing England. Now I'm still really banking on the fact that I can subjugate the Danes, as I still haven't used this. But I'm gonna hold off. I need him to die so the alliances are dissolved. For now, I shall hold off, but I shall use this time between wars to sharpen our axes and raise all of my soldiers as raiders. We also have a hilarious little albino. Tell you what, I need me some albino kids. Too funny not to. The raiders are assembled. Let's go and gain our fortune. I really like going for the capitals over here in Iberia. They're usually very rich. My son and heir has grown up. He's terrible. Absolutely garbage stats. Hopefully, he'll die in battle. I know it sounds very harsh, but this man is terrible. Son, I have totally failed you. More loot. More loot. 500 gold on this boat. Otherwise, I'm not turning home. Oh gosh darn it. But wait, he's a good spy master. I'll take it. Hey, he also likes me. That's wonderful. That's a great hook to be used against. That could have been way worse. Now look at how much gold we're getting. And look at King Alfred. No! I tried to kill him, but it didn't work. Well, there's another way to break the alliance. The other way, to be exact. Look at how ridiculously rich we're becoming. The Iberian coastline is ripe for the taking, and we'll continue straight onwards to the lands of the Sensir and another son, Haukur. Oh yeah, the boat is full. Let's return home to Cornwall. And let's see if we can kill this man, just in time. Ha 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 ha! Perfect! Mercia stands without an alliance, and a 62-year-old hag rules the land. We can take it, and we can take it easily, while also ransoming back this blind guy. This man has no idea what has happened to him. He wasn't even aware that we captured him. Glorious gold and glorious prestige. That's right. For every piece of gold you capture, you also gain 1 prestige, which is huge, as tribals use prestige to pay for the men-at-arms. Right, back to conquering. As we're now exalted among men, we have access to another CB, not to subjugate, but invading a whole kingdom. Since this man is a tribal, we'll probably do the subjugate. But alas, there's something we can do. Trial by combat. He is going to say no, but he's almost willing to accept. If I can get him to hate me just a little bit more, we could make this happen. But so far, he actually quite likes me. Oh well, it happens I guess. We'll go for Mercia. The main part of the duchy should be enough. I can also vassalize this man. A dwarf. A Viking dwarf. Sure. Low feudal obligations and he's in. Oh no. No, low feudal obligations. That's not a dwarf joke, my dude. I'm so sorry. Damn. Disrespecting people as soon as they enter the kingdom. And this woman made an Anglo-Nordic hybridization. Yeah, you wanna get vassalized? Let's go! Koifish cheers as he makes a 17-year-old albino woman pregnant. I'm gonna make an army of snow princes, and I'm gonna weaponize them. And I become a Viking! Let's go! Only now, you might say, but hey, I did my best. That was an absolute slaughter, and literally no one made it out alive. No, that's a joke. 6 people survived. Well, best of luck to you. Enjoy the medieval PTSD. We'll ransom these people back as soon as possible, and we'll start sieging his lands. Oh, well, that's the war done. And, unbelievably, our first dynasty legacy. We're gonna go with sea wolves. This gives us prestige and fame for battles, which is wonderful. And we'll take Mercia. Thank you very much. Our conquest of England is going a lot quicker than I thought it would. We'll usurp the whole duchy and gain another boatload of prestige. And then give it to someone that is well deserving of high stewardship, just, brave, and diligent. It's your homeboy, Rolfer. We only need a bit more land to form the Kingdom of England. But we need to hold this area, Lindsey, as to get the High Kingdom of the North Sea, we need to control all of these areas. Let's look at the Norway situation. Are you any weaker? Not really, but we've become stronger. I'll hold off on Denmark for a bit, but the quicker we can get it, the quicker the timer starts on holding it. So we have to be smart about that. We'll steal this man's duchy, as we actually need it. No! This random Welsh woman died, but she did give me a song. Gnupa, you ginger child, I will educate you. Someone's plotting to kill me? It can't be. It's probably my deceitful spy master, but I can't even kick him out. So we'll do the second best and get ourselves a bodyguard and a food taster. My heir. It would be hilarious if he dies because I don't like him. Boom. Easy capture. I do know a way that we could get the Dane to dislike me a bit more. I could raid him, raise all as raiders, and march into his holdings. If I'm lucky, he mobilizes his troops. You hate me enough to fight me now? Oh my lord, I could kill Snake in the Eye. Now I'll take my troops and run them back. Prepare for war, soldiers. It's coming. Your liege just has to take out a snake. I was just gonna duel him, but then he up and dies from his wounds. From what? What wounded him? Oh well, I guess we'll never know, but he does not have his alliances. King Rönnvalder Sigurdsson, I'm gonna steal your land. I'm gonna subjugate you. Let's go! Straight for his capital, from the sea. And just for good measure, we're calling the Swede as well. Or actually, we'll do this one ourselves. Die, you crump! I captured the air! Let's go! Now a swift strike at his heartland. Oh, and we can vassalize this man. Absolutely. Now the Swede calls me to war against... Sigrid Ivarsdottir. Little Björn. Wait, that's not... What happened to your dad? Oh my lord, everyone's dying. Well, not me at least. We need to focus at the matter at hand. And my new son comes of age. He looks kinda terrifying. Let's get you a wife. And my daughter became the Queen of Sweden. Let's go. I took a magnificent throne from the Danes, as well as a beautiful maiden, Skuld Ranesdottir. One more siege, and then we'll have it. Huzzah! We have taken Denmark! Glorious! The Northern High Sea Kingdom will be ours in no time at all. Now we have the title of Denmark and Norway. Now we just need England, and we need to hold it for a few years. We're 40, so in 30 years, oh my lord, we're gonna be like really old, 70. But we can't live that long by just being clever. But the most clever of all is that I'm also King of England! Huzzah! Glorious! That means I have all the titles. Now, I just have to wait for 30 years. I'll be 70 by then. I think I can survive that. Unless someone kills me, which would be terrifying. Taking this man, my vassal's wife, is a bad idea. We're instead going to, as cute as she is, release her. That makes him like me more. Now we simply control it. And then we need to take all of the heartlands. We have all the titles needed here. We just need half of Wessex and Lindsey. That should be swift enough. I also copped myself a glorious throne. Thank you very much, the Danes. Now we need to stack good health bonuses and hope that we live long. We have a lot of gold. We'll use that to increase our holdings here. We'll focus on war camps, as those increase the power and prowess of our stationed units. This man has lost all of his alliances, and we're now going to go for it. We're going to take all of his holdings by invading his kingdom. Once per lifetime, so we better make this work. Raise all troops as we march in against King Alfred the Great. How good can he be, huh? I don't fear this man. I don't fear no man. But he's engaging us. A brutal fight in Buckingham. But we should outnumber him. Hold and win. A tense battle. It's me against him. I see him on the battlefield. I shout in his general direction. As his troops die, we successfully fended off the great. Khazar Khuzarite wants to make a box. Go ahead, make a box. Sounds hilarious. I attended some local celebration in the Penlin. As I wake in the morning, I find myself in a damp cellar with a huge hangover. And a newly built wall almost covering the exit. Someone tried to bury me! Who's killing me? What? I could have died! Oh my lord! Who could have done this? And the dwarf comes to pay homage. Should really stop calling him just a dwarf. He's actually a vassal. An important and well-respected man on the team. Mayor Tollir, you tried to elope with my concubine, the Snow Princess? Oh my god. I can lock him up? You were lying! Lock him up! Both of you! Oh my lord, this is giving me a headache. I'm just gonna execute everyone in here. Except This is literally a Sigurd kid, huh? Renounce your claim on the Kingdom of Denmark for God's sake and I'll educate you. There we go. A proper solution to my problems. Area's taken. Now we're going for another battle. Queen Gudrun! No! Dies from childbirth. That's a ticket straight to Valhalla, actually. And my son is injured. At sea? I fix him up. Now slay this man. I'm wounded. I'm no longer wounded. Whew. I have a quick turnover on wounds. Let me go for his capital. No one's going for my capital? Oh, sure hope not. No! My court Jew! My friend! I can't believe it! I can become a comfort eater? No, I'm just gonna be stressed. My doctor! I need a new one, and a good one at that. Preferably Jewish. Badwin? Desantillerie? I'm trying to conquer England. I don't have time to be sick. Oh, and I got an ornamental coffer. Yeah, alright. Not exactly something to write home about, but... What? Who could it be? I throw away my covers at the moment, and I feel something brush against my leg. Oh my god, Queen Sig. No! It's a spider. I was stung by it, by my court physician. Oh, already paying for his wage helps me. It was Prince Annarvar the Bear. Hovis, why? Avenge myself. I'm not dead, but like, kill him. Kill him. I can't believe this. My whole story could have ended because of a spider. All right, one last glorious battle. Come here. Boom. Oh, he exposed my scheme? You Welshman. That's it. I'm literally just gonna talk to him. Stop trying to kill me. I'm trying to unite the Northern Throne. Boom! Wessex lies bare to my conquest. It is mine, and only mine. Yes! I should probably give this away to someone. Shoulder of Varde. There we go. And with the swift conquest of Lindsey. Oh no, the Pope is coming for us. We gotta be quick. Now Duke Alfred has been reduced in his title. If only he would become a proper man with a proper faith. He says yes for a hook. I'll take that. Alfred the Viking. And will give him the vassals he deserves. I will put him on my council as a glorious general. You still hate me? Yeah, because I tried to kill you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. Now Lindsey has been captured, and I control all of the North Sea region. Now it's a matter of holding out, not dying, and persevering for another 30 years. Now we need to quickly build some goodwill here. These people aren't exactly, well, welcoming to our faith. We need to ensure our realm and that it stays stable. We're gonna go on a grand tour for pure majesty. We're going to hit a few jarls. Not physically though, like don't actually hit them, that would be so mean. Now that is a glorious grand tour. We'll get a caravan master and a mercenary company to increase our speed, as well as a cultural ambassador. I'm also gonna customize the route. I want to see some of the beautiful churches here to get more learning lifestyle. And that's all I'll need. We'll use this to amass as much prestige as possible. And just pray that we will make it out safe. Start the grand tour. We've arrived in Skåne. Beautiful. Can't believe I'm actually saying that Skåne is beautiful, but here I am. How could you look a bit messed up? Sorry to be mean, but you do. Someone's trying to kill me. I'm over in Lund, and an unfamiliar voice hears around me. Happy hunting, my lord. We've come hunting kings. Oh, the assassin winks at me, but goddamn, you look terrifying. Wood elf-looking woman. I have at you, bumpot. Oh, come on! Not another one of these jokes! Stop trying to actually kill me! Why do you hate me so much, son? He is deceitful. Maybe it's my own flesh and blood trying to kill me. If only I could send him away. But he is my son and I love him. And this man that actually tried to kill me, he doesn't hate me anymore. We're actually talking. I emerge from my slumber, relaxing over in Denmark. As I regain my consciousness, I feel something heavy beside me. Oh my god, if it's you, Folke the Terrible, it's his wife. What a beautiful way to wake up. Thank you, my homeboy. Wow, Norse pie. Well, in the bedroom there was a different pie being cooked, but oh my lord, what? I follow a trail of crumbs and splotches of grease and sauce all the way down the corridor until at last I find the culprit. I find High Chiefess Skjaldvar, the wife of the man I'm visiting, completely naked with her back turned to me. And as I enter, she spins to see me, revealing the entire tray of pie stacked high at loin height. A single pastry still covering her modesty. Oh, it also disappears, my king. Oh my lord. Can I have a pie? I have a lover. Give me your tribute, sir. Nobody is home in Mercia. Why? I was kind of hoping. Why was no one here? Someone's trying to kill Eystein. He's at least a good one. He's like one of my favorite kids. Oh well, we made it to Lincolnshire. Beautiful, beautiful. Staying with vassals and having a change of scenery has been nice, but the constant changing layouts become increasingly confusing. When left to my own devices, I rarely know where to look for commonplace necessities, like where I can find a midnight snack. Haphazardly bungling through Earl Sörkvir's castle, I chance opening a door only to find Sörkvir and his wife standing precariously close, seemingly only on the brink of something. Candles softly light the room. My vassal betrays a wry smile and beckons me closer. Oh no, not the devil's threesome. Oh fine, why not? I'm banging his wife too. Oh, he gives me a spear? I lost my spear actually. What a lovely celebration, huh? Still, hand over the tribute. I know that I'm Duke Ivar's real killer. Let him know, huh? Let him know I killed him for a good reason. It was so long ago too. It must have been like, you know, it's not a crime anymore. Oh my lord, it's the dwarf! I dance with my wife? Let's go! Based! But Alfred forces me, as he converted to my religion, to let him do sanctioned war declaration. One of them opens his mouth to catch a ball, then another one throws, but the public erupts into cheers. The music soon follows, and I heard this song before. Perhaps most of them sound similar, even from the I dance in the fields of... There's a dog! That's my dog! A dog! Let's name him Dog. It's a great name for a dog. I will pet dog. Well, dwarf, it's been a lovely stay. Give me tribute. Thank you. How many lovers do I have? Damn, that's a lot. And a child. Glorious. I'm a grandpa. I'm in Thrandheimer. I remember a few years ago I conquered this area. Pay up the tribute, please. And my son has grown up. Beautiful. Wonderful. But I'm being called to a war? Against Scotland? Yeah, alright, I'll say yes. But the grand tour will continue. And the last stop, Rogaland. I've finally returned home. And from this endeavor, I have gained a whopping 1,200 prestige. Huzzah! Glorious! I will raise a runestone to commemorate this trip. Now that is some prestige. I will use all of this to bolster my troops. Now that is a glorious army, but it also costs a whole lot of prestige. We're also gaining a lot of money, as we gain the trade Magnificent Leech from our massive tour, increasing vassal contribution tax by plus 20. We've also managed to securely take the Anglo-Saxons and increase their acceptance by a whole lot. We could form a hybrid culture, but I'd like to stay pure for this one. Now it's all a matter of waiting. No! No! Isha, you shad! You wheezing woman! You gave me 2 of my kids and you fought so many battles while pregnant. God damn it! You had a violent coughing attack, eh? We now have a male Valkyrie, but I'm not gonna judge. That's just how it goes sometimes. But there is the option of making a new one. Her daughter, our daughter, my daughter, Ursa Haraldsdottir. She will make a great sword maiden of Odin. Now we're currently undergoing a very... Oh my god, what? Oh my lord. Oh yeah, right. Oh, I was banging this one. I keep the secret to myself. No, I'm doing a very illustrious, very wonderful pilgrimage to Kiev, all while trying to live for as long as possible. Wonderful. We're here. I've walked the holy path. I need to rack up a bunch of piety so that I one day can reform the religion. You know it. It's a Koifish video. And we've unlocked whole of body, a trait that gives a wonderful boost to our health. With this, we're about as healthy as we can be. We're gonna live for a long while. I sure hope at least. Also, this woman that we just picked up and converted to our religion, you joined me as my lover, you little short stack. Kiev, it's been an honor. Now let's return home. A wonderful bit of traveling. And with that, we can finally rest for a while and put up our wonderful Harald's cabinet. Oh, that's a big one. And all of my daughters are proper shield maidens. We have an army of literally women. Oh my lord! Kjartan, my smith, approaches me with a wide grin, sweat dripping down his face. I have toiled over the new fort you got me for many nights and many days, but my work is done. A long spear of masterful craftsmanship. Wrought iron head is mounted on an elegant yew shaft that has been painted with images of inspirational quotes. That is a huge spear though, 11 prowess and 65 raid speed. That is an artifact worthy of a king. Talking about raid speed, I'm gonna go raiding. There's still plenty of youth inside of me. Let's go! 2 armies of 7,000 soldiers each. We're heading straight for the papacy. I'm gonna steal the hat of the Pope, a well-known tradition of Viking raiders. And I got a son with this absolute thick woman. Vemundur, give me Rome or give me death. Damn, these holdings are filthy rich. And we raid so fast I can barely notice it go by. Tell you what, I'm gonna raid the Abbasids. His capital is there on the coast, so that's what we're gonna strike. I want some real rare artifacts, so we're gonna hit up Cairo first. Surprise! Oh, I wanna see the pyramids. Wonderful, wonderful raiding. How did I inherit Island? I don't know how it happened, but we should probably give it away to one of our sons. Or this handsome devil. Let's go! Hello there, you silly Abbasids. I'm here to take all your gold. Or maybe a few wives of the Caliph. Glorious gold. Now we crush his forces. Surprise! The Vikings are here! Salam alaikum! Move, raid, and move. That's the story. Kill and maim anyone that gets in our way. I'm going to the House of Wisdom in Baghdad, but not to study. I'm gonna burn it. And now, we burn it. Come here. Boom! It's ours. We're going to quickly head back home before we take too many attrition. Enough foolish lads have died for this. Return home, brave Viking. Return home. We have returned! Huzzah! We're rich! Wonderful! Well, I clicked something a bit too fast and now I'm a wizard. But that's fine. That means we can make a witch coven and get better disease resistance. I just have to convert my adult members of my house to become witches. A fun side project. Truly, I am the owner of many artifacts. But as of now, all I can do is wait. Wait for me to have held the titles for 30 years. About 15 years left. I can do this. I've stumbled upon a bit of a problem. In my bout to live until I'm 75 so that I might form the High Kingdom of the North Sea. I've ruled Norway for 30 years, so I used to have to wait a few more years for the rest. But there's a bit of a problem. You see, I'm a murderer, a witch, and an adulterer. Now I know an exact way how to get rid of those. Not by repenting to some god, but by simply reforming what it means to be an adulterer or a witch, by making it legal in the eyes of our god. We pick up the best perk in the learning lifestyle, the prophet perk, letting us reform or create a new faith for half the price. I've gathered up a whole bunch of piety by executing people, sacrificing them in more Norse speak. Time to change up the religion. But what's this? We don't even control that many holdings. Is that so? We don't control Uppsala. That's a problem. We're gonna claim Paderborn by force. Or perhaps better, take Sweden. Gosh darn it, that puts a spoke in my wheel pretty badly. Tell you what, we'll be on the safe side and take Kiev. Fabricate a claim on it. It shall be ours. Oh, I was so worried. I thought they were having schmecks with each other, but they're just arguing. Oh my god, Paradox. Crusader Kings really has me messed up in that sense. I'm terrified. That's terrifying. And now I'm sleeping with this woman. Come on, not again. Hopefully I can become athletic. No, but I did get exercise for a few years. Plus one prowess. And one more man joins the witch coven. I'm converting all of my siblings and all of my children. Come on, my witchy boys. We're gonna be witches. To create the witch coven, I need 60% of it to be witches. Well, it's gonna take a while. No, dog died. It wasn't just a dog. It was dog. The dog. Oh my lord. You got the head of Saint Emund? He volunteers as a sacrifice to the Vikings rather than let people slaughter by them, and now I hold it? You, sir, are amazing. That is a hilarious artifact. And there's the pelt of my dog. There we go. A glorious claim on Kiev. We're gonna steal the whole thing. Very good. Raise our lads, and let's do something very goofy. We're calling in every ally we have. For all we know, this could be our last war. Let's make it a proper one. Björn, you died! Pardon me for being so bold, but we no longer hold an alliance. I will personally go and fight the Swede, while this army diligently heads to Kiev. Let's go! Glorious battle. Sweden is ours. We charge into Ukraine. The Doom Stack to rival all Doom Stacks. Now we split up a bit. Oh, and I see their Doom Stack approaching. We are taking brutal attrition, but we must fight. Let's go! The Battle of Chernigov! Huzzah! Wife! Oh my god, you were so cool. Just give me the one with the beefiest stats. No, I'm marrying my best friend. Heck with it. You've been promoted from concubine. Now Queen of Sweden and the Munsö people shall be my concubines. Big disrespect. I'm so sorry. Huzzah! We've captured the land. And this little holding we'll give to my grandson. All this war and bloodshed just so I can get the holy sites under my control and reform the religion so that people won't hate me for being a witch. After exactly 53 years, I have seen it. I can secure the High Kingdom of the North Sea, as I have held Norway, England, and Denmark for 30 years. My friends, on the 8th of December 920 Anno Domini, King Harald Fairhair, former Tanglehair, King of Norway, ruler of England, slayer of Danes, unite the realms under one, above all, a High King. King of the North! King of the North! It has long been my ambition to unite the great kingdoms of the North Sea beneath a single, permanent crown. For years I have toiled, winning recognition as a great ruler of each of my realms in turn. And today, I make good on my dream. This is the second time you vowed something, and the second time it succeeded. After extracting carefully worded oaths of unceasing fealty from key vassals, Saxons, Norwegians, and Danes alike, I have acknowledged my office as High King, the undisputed overlord of the North Sea. Mayhaps my descendants will continue to rule the kingdoms as one. Mayhaps they won't. Thankfully, it no longer matters. Whoever wears the lesser crowns, all shall bow to the Yngling High King, a lasting, mighty realm. I will be getting 1,000 fame, the title of High King of the North Sea. I switch to becoming feudal, and all my vassals follow suit. We also get all my tribal holdings to become castle holdings, which is saving us so much gold. I get the bonus High King of the Seas, giving me a 10-year extra life expectancy, 30 vassal opinion, 50% less than embark cost, and plus 25 naval speed. On top of that, our vassals also give us a whopping plus 50 levy contribution. I switch my title to that of the Sea King. I am High King Harald, the Sea King! I wonder what's he seeking. Glorious! Canute the Greater! Canute the Greater! Let's go! And of course, I'll raise a runestone, how I ascended to the throne of the North Sea. And that bastard, that massive stone, will be put in Vestfold, the area where I started, the capital. Glory be to the Northmen, glory be to the raiders. But also, we need to reform our religion. Not only will witchcraft be accepted, but I'll go as far as to make it virtuous. Glorious new faith. When we will put in a Viking Pope, let's make it happen. The Åsatur Reformation with Fylkir Starkarder. And of course, we'll smack in a holy order as well. The Joms Vikings! And just like that, me being a witch is no longer a sin, but instead a virtue. And my adulterer, it doesn't mean anything. And of course, as a last honor, we will reinstate the Valkyrie with Björk, my granddaughter, taking the role as the second Valkyrie. And with that, we have done what we set out to do, starting as little Harald Tanglehair, who vowed to not comb, to not wash, or to not cut his hair until he was the rightful first King of Norway. And from that, we have slingshot ourselves into conquering Denmark, England, Kiev, and Uppland to secure ourselves as the rightful reformer of the faith and ruler of the North Sea Kingdom. And all of that within 54 years. My friends, this has been one of the most fun challenges I've done in a long while. And I really recommend that you try it out. It is truly the test of your skill as a CK3 Norseman Viking player. It's been wonderful, it's been great. Now I'm gonna go drink some mead. Hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing, and leave a comment down below. It really does help out in the algorithm, so more people can experience the joys of forming the North Sea Kingdom. This has been Koifish, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay fair-haired, my dudes. Yeet!